Hi there folks, I'm Rob the Hiker, and in today's video we're going to be doing some more dehydrating. I've got some ground beef, some imitation crab meat, I've got some shrimp, and I think there's some pasta that I'm going to be showing you in this video as well. So if you guys want to stick around, we'll get right to it. We are getting the noodles ready to cook. Inside the pot we've just got some water, the stove is on, it will be boiling shortly. And once the noodles are done cooking in a little bit of salt water, you just put a little bit of oil in there to keep it from boiling over. The salt keeps the noodles from sticking together. But once they're done, we'll strain them and we'll put these in the dehydrator. And I'll show you what that looks like here in just a second. Alright, so we've got the pasta in the dehydrator now, and I will check back once it's done. Okay, we finished pulling the pasta out and it is now dehydrated. So that's what it looks like. It looks essentially like it does before you do anything to it. But this way it cooks a lot faster because all you have to do is add hot water and it will rehydrate and be ready to eat in about 10 minutes rather than having to keep your water at a constant boil, which would also use more fuel. And fuel is something that's kind of hard to come by when you're out in the middle of nowhere. So, yeah, a useful thing. Okay, so I've got the crab meat in the dehydrator. I'm sure that it looks really unappealing at the moment, but once it rehydrates, it will be very tasty. And over here, I've got some deer jerky that one of my coworkers wanted me to dehydrate for him. And then I've got some dehydrated shrimp that I worked on, and then I've got some dehydrated deer meat. That's ground deer meat, so it looks kind of like gravel. And I believe that's it for now, so I will show you when I pull the crab meat out of the dehydrator. The crab meat is now done, so we are going to open up the dehydrator, and I'm going to turn the dehydrator off. And we will pull out a tray, and that's what the crab meat looks like in its finished form. Okay, the ground beef is done. The dehydrator just finished up a few minutes ago, and if you look very closely, you will see that that has a consistency somewhat similar to gravel, which is the reason it's commonly referred to as beef gravel, or in the case of my deer meat, deer gravel. Okay, in the dehydrator at the moment we have some black beans. That is what they look like, and I will show you those when I take them back out. Okay, the black beans are now done. They don't really look all that black anymore because most of them have split open quite wide so you can see the inside of the bean, which is perfectly normal. So if you see that when you're doing it, don't think anything's wrong with it. That is what is supposed to happen. So I'm going to finish putting these into this bag over here, and then I'm going to dehydrate some rice. So I will see you guys soon. I just finished cooking some rice. You can see the steam is still rising off of it. And once it cools down just a little bit, I'm going to be putting it onto the non-stick sheets and putting it into the dehydrator. And once that's done, I will show you the finished product of the rice. And I think that will probably be all the time that we have for today once I do that. So I guess I will see you guys in just a moment. Alright, you remember what we did to the pasta earlier? Well, the rice, it's essentially the same thing. And you get it coming out looking pretty much the same way rice does before you boil rice. And the only difference is some of it is stuck together. But that's not really a problem because when you rehydrate it, it's just going to be like any old rice that you would get out of a instant rice bag. Hi folks, thanks for watching, and I'm Rob the Hiker, and if you enjoyed all of my content, please be sure to like and subscribe down below. And we also have the Facebook page, the Patreon page, and my website down below too, so please feel free to check those out. And if you really like what I do, and you want to help me do some more of it, then my Patreon would be the one you want to go to. And for like $1, $2, $3 a month, something like that, you can help me hike the world. So I will see you all in the next video.